What's going on, everybody? Jeff Beggins. It is January 11th, and you're getting a little raspy voice version of me today, but that'll work just fine. All right, I'm going to show you how things get adjusted midstream. So this project here is the Capri Townhomes, and this is a condo project in Treasure Island, Florida that we're doing, and it's beautiful. There's 7 units here. This is right one block from the beach. What's cool about these are they could be primary residences or they could be vacation rentals. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, and rooftop decks, and they're awesome. So here's what we did. We just finished 12 of these up in Madeira Beach, sold them all out. And this one, we just put these back on the market. We just put them on the market because we're at that stage now. And we changed the architecture. We changed the look, we changed the vibe on it because we like to mix it up, like to freshen it up, like to make things pretty modern. So let's walk across the street. I'm gonna show you what it was. And then I'm going to show you the things that we tweaked and why we did that as well, because I think you might find it interesting. So this is identical to the 12 units we did in Madeira Beach as far as floor plan layouts go. Why? Because it's the perfect, probably, floor plan for end user and for vacation rentals. So this is what all the ones in Madeira Beach look like. Now they're cute, they're nice, they're good, but we like to kind of mix it up. So what we did is this. And you can take a look at this new visual and what we did with this new rendering, and you're going to see that the whole front, we put a little more modern flair to it, put some darker hues in there, brought some wood elements in, brought some architectural designs in here. Really get a good representation of what the upstairs can look like if you were to put the hot tub in there, and really give a good vibe about the interiors. Take a look at this kitchen. Take a look at this living room. Look at this idea for that flex room up on the front floor, upstairs with those bunk beds. Now the whole key here is most of the buyers of these are using them for investment properties or vacation rentals, because here's the opportunity. I had a buyer in here the other day. If you look across the street here, this is a nice resort. It's called Crystal Palms. So let's put a realistic spin on this one. So let's say I'm going to take my family on vacation, and I'm going to go with a couple other people, and we're going to have another family is going to come, and grandma's going to come along too. So that's a lot of people travel that way, right? So here's our option. When I go somewhere, hotels, my family, we get adjoining rooms, right? We get a king and a double queen, so there's 2 rooms every night. Try to find a nice place on the beach. You're going to spend $500, $600, $700, $800 a night for a hotel room, right? And if you're going to get 2 of them, that's not fun, but it is what it is. Then you get another family, they're going to get 2 of them. Then you got grandma, there's 4 or 5 rooms. So my options to come here on vacation is to call over there and rent 4 or 5 rooms from them, right? Go online, Crystal Palms Resort, figure out what they're charging per night, and then see what it's going to cost you for a week, any time of the year. Go check March and April for fun, and then do July in the summer times, and just check it out. So this is kind of the logistical thought process everyone's going through and saying, okay, so if a room's $500 a night and I need 4 of them, that's $2,000 a night, right? Times 7, that's 14 grand for the week I'm going to spend on hotel rooms, right? So what are my options? Maybe I could get something that we can all be together in a really cool, awesome new home with our own kitchens, with our own rooftop, have a little hot tub, have a little private garage, have all of our toys and everything on site, and actually have some space, right? So that's kind of the way people are traveling and vacationing, and from a luxury travel perspective for sure. So that's kind of the background behind why we did what we did. And then we really put a really cool architectural flair to that one. So that's the idea. And these are cool because you can live in them, and they're primary residence. So you can have a beautiful master suite with a rooftop deck. The kids can each have rooms. Each spouse can have their own office. So 5 bedrooms is kind of hard to find out there. So that's kind of why we did. We always design something that fills a niche and a void that's in the marketplace. So that's what's going on with Capri. Let's do a little quick little walkthrough. We'll take you on up. We're going to go take a look. This is unit number 7 at the end. What's fun here is they're about to start the pool. The pool actually start being dug out next week, and we're going to go kind of carefully walking up. Morning, how we doing? We're up into 7. Yeah, good. Easy one.
Are y'all selling these with a roof shower or no?
It's the optional roof shower for everyone watching down there. So it's going to be plumbed up for them, right? And
well, that's a discussion we're having right now.
Okay. Is it in the plans to do that?
It just says optional.
I think we need to plumb them. Right? We can talk to Leonard about that for sure. But if it's optional, how are you going to run the plumbing later?
The discussion of code that he's bringing up is
Okay.
it has to have something over it.
Has to have
A roof over it, because then you're going to be dumping all your rain water down your drain for your building.
into the sewer.
System.
Okay.
They don't want any excess water going into the lift station.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? But
So
when it
it's-
rains on the roof, it's going to run where anyway? Isn't it going to run into the gutter system
It's gonna
anyway?
run out to the gutter, but if you have a drain
Are
there,
you going to plumb the gutter into the sewer?
no.
No.
Downspout.
Downspouts. Okay.
This
Yeah,
one,
right.
this
So you're not
one
topping
comes
in,
You can't
okay.
even run you can't even run condensate in a sewer.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, well,
So
we're gonna have
that's
to put a roof.
discussion we need to have.
I think we have to put a little cover. Have you seen the renderings? Have you seen the most? I think I showed it to
Yeah,
you.
I have the most recent
The
one.
Capri Townhomes. Have you seen it, real quick?
So the discussion was potentially just stubbing it underneath
Okay.
and capping it and doing like a certain measurement off wall to wall or whatever.
If we do that, can you have a realistic quote as far as that's the renderings of what we're showing there?
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I don't
okay.
have all that.
CapriTownhomes.com is the website that shows you all the renderings, so you can kind of see how the redesign is. So that's the way it's set up.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause we don't
And
even
that's on a roof?
That's up on the rooftop.
I mean, that's an existing building?
Well,
No,
this is the rendering of
this
this.
is-
Oh, okay. It's not
So
even
this is, see,
not
look,
for real yet.
no, this is
A rendering.
this is
okay.
the renderings of what these are going to look like.
Yeah, I know, but we have to check into that code.
All right. Well, worst case, you got to put a little, just a cover, or do you?
Roof over it, and then the roof will have to be pitched away from it. You know what I'm saying? Or raise the deck up like that. See how that's higher than this floor here?
Yep.
So it'll have to be built up, Chad, so that the water cannot possibly go down that drain.
Yeah.
Any of that rainwater can't go down that drain.
Okay.
That's why they've got that built up.
I'll get with Chris and we can get with
Okay.
Leonard and
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
They
no,
got
I get it.
Stepped up.
I get it.
get his yes or no. Because
Okay.
I mean, I can understand putting the stub out in the wall for a water line future,
For a valve.
A hot and
valve.
cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
and cold.
and then but the drain is where we're going to have to see what's going on, and then
Well, if you do it like that, I don't see a problem if you build it up.
but then you have to put
But the drain's got to plumb, go right into the
Sewer system.
sewer system with the.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got an outdoor kitchen up there anyway.
Right.
So,
Correct.
we have to tie all that in anyway. But
Right.
we just we'll have to put something over the shower
Right.
Okay.
itself. Which
So
the
do you
roof-
have the spec index to build this in any way, shape, or form
I
at
just
all?
have it as an option
Okay.
for my drawings, just as an optional shower.
Got it. Okay. But you got the stubs there.
Yeah. But then they have like this stuff for jacuzzi. But then I was told we're not doing jacuzzi stuff.
We're not going to include them,
Yep.
but they're going to be able to crane them in. And if they buy them, they can lift them in and hook them up. But we're going
Because then they have to figure out how to do.
to put the electrical out there too.
So.
Yes. Can we have it stubbed out there? We're going to have, if it's an optional hot tub, I think we need to run the, is it 110 or 220
Is
out
there
there?
even a hose bib up on that roof?
No.
You're gonna need water up there. If you put a
Well, you got water because you've
Well,
got
from
the
the
wet,
shower.
you've got the shower and the wet bar.
Well, yeah, but you can't
But-
tie a hose bib off of
Right.
a faucet. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal.
True.
There's no.
I think we have to have a hose bib up
Yeah,
there.
you'll have to if you're gonna put all that up.
Yeah. And even if you're going to put a garden up there, you got to be able to
Yeah, I guess
rinse it
You're
off.
gonna want
Shows it-
some more water.
a GFI.
Okay. And up there too.
Yeah.
How about hose? Are you showing any hose bibs?
No.
I
Nothing.
don't believe we showed any of it
Okay.
up there. All I ever saw was the outdoor kitchen.
Okay.
Actually, it does. 3/4 inch cold.
All right, cool.
Where's that at? Right by the shower?
Yeah.
Or out here?
Yeah.
Is that where you want the hose bib out there in the middle of the roof?
That's kind of weird. Can we stub it out there and then they can move it to wherever they want depending on how they do their hot tub?
I
What-
would say, yeah,
Why-
potentially
just
stuff
mount it on the wall.
and then they can buy a little short
I mean,
15-foot water hose and do what they need to do.
That's-
you're gonna put
yes.
a hole through the roof. And
I think that's the answer. I would just stub the bib right next to the shower,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
that's functionally easy. And who knows how they're gonna? If it's yours or mine, we're gonna put hot tubs in different spots. So
Yeah. Well, the electrical's going to be right there, so then it has to be done that.
I'll go over that with you. Where are the locations for everything up there?
Okay.
are we gonna just run the electrical to that area too, and then they can run it to where they want to from there? Like
But
what?
they'll have to figure out how to do it. They would have to potentially come back in later and run something around.
With a conduit or something?
Yeah. But that's kind of y'all's call.
I think
Because
functionally
if not, there's going to be a box in the ground.
that doesn't
Then-
make any sense.
Yeah, then if they don't do the hot tub, now you have a box
Right. I
on
mean,
your ground.
functionally, I think we should just run it all the way out there, so with a junction box.
Yeah, just run a, because there's one right here already, electrical.
Okay. But is it going to
But I
be?
don't
Is there going to be
know.
enough power? Is there enough power into the box to run a hot tub?
I'll have to
What do you
get
need? 220 for that?
I don't even know what it.
I don't
110?
think they're 220, but I would check what
I think you do. I mean, I have to. I think I have that on mine.
you do.
If they put a little hot tub or a swim spa up there, they got to have enough power to run down. So if we have, hopefully we have enough on that circuit.
That's what I'm looking for now. Let's see, dishwasher, disposal, garage, master, space, money split. I think that's the only panel schedule I have. Electric water heater, dryer, master, 1 ton, HVAC, mini split.
Also, we have power on that wall, right? If they want to put a TV over that wet bar or something.
Yes, there's 2 GFIs over the wet bar.
All right, perfect.
And then there's a GFI there, just outside the door.
All right.
And then there's a GFI.
Nice.
But I don't think it tells me what the voltage is.
Even if it's not wired for the full hot tub or swim spa, as long as we have the capacity for the upgrade of the panel, I think.
Okay. I mean, I see some space in different ones. So, GFI, dishwasher range, AC, bath, garage, master. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing directly for that, but the drawings are still missing some
Okay.
details on that. I can get the electrician and make sure there's
Okay.
enough.
All right, that'd be great.
But I mean, we can put it on the wall further down, or we can stub it somewhere else.
Because I mean, there's so much room they could. Just depending on where they are in the building, they might want it on that side or on this side or front or
And then,
back.
I mean, you're talking though that's getting almost probably at door height at the door, because you're step up to the patio. You're talking almost 1 3/4 inches of between mud bed and tile and all that, so that it gets the right slope
That's right.
off.
Right.
So when it comes time to try to run something underneath, it's not going to be an easy task.
And they're also going to probably have to offset that little slope with the hot tub itself when they're in. Little platform
yeah,
for
there's
it.
a I think it's an 1/8 inch slope per foot.
Okay. So
for-
that'll be all right.
for that patio. So you wouldn't.
You won't notice that?
it,
Okay.
yeah.
Love it.
Let me get with Leonard about the shower, the
Okay.
roof. I don't know if they can do it. I have to figure something out
Okay.
architecturally to make it probably look good.
If it looks just like that gray thing, just a little bit of, if we need a cover, we just cover it. Whatever, it just kind of blends in well.
Yeah.
Just a little frame, PT frame on it,
Yeah.
hardy board on there.
I'll see what the code is, see how it may have to be out wider than the shower. It
Okay.
may have to be, so
Okay.
we'll have to see where all that goes.
And the website on the sign has all those pictures. If you need them, that's my cell on the sign too. Just text me. I'll send you the full pictures if you want those too.
Yeah. They've been working on cleaning all these back out.
They look awesome.
So the back of this whole building's almost done sheathing. They should be done with it before lunch, I would say.
That's awesome.
So, and then they're moving down. The whole front of that one is done, and they're moving to the back side. They're projecting by Saturday.
Really?
All
And you can
the
start digging
done.
pool in the next week or two?
No,
No.
I think they're having to wait until stucco.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because they got to bring scaffold in and all that.
Okay.
So then, but I guess the pool people are saying that they'll still be kind of on that schedule because
Okay.
they're slowing down a little bit, so then they can throw more manpower at it. So
I'm just guessing. I'm just saying May, June-ish.
the plan was mid-March.
What's that?
The plan was mid-March.
Yeah. You think that's possible? No.
I think we're
Without
gonna be-
pressure.
I think we're going to be in April.
April? That would be awesome.
I would like to be.
Yeah. I think you'll do it. I mean,
I make a long drive over here every day.
yeah. You're ready.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're going to run up and shoot number 7.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Chad. See you later. Bye.
Sure. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So that was a great example of kind of what happens, right? So as you're building, not everything's perfect. When you draw it out, you got everything that you think you need. And then as you start building it, you're like, oh shit, what about this? What about that? So what that was we looked, when we changed the renderings, like I just showed you, we reconfigured kind of how the shower looks. And then you got the plumber here saying, well, but code-wise, you guys forgot to draw the roof in over the shower. And he's right. So then we got to figure out how we're going to do the shower the right way, and that contributes to how do you do the drain the right way, and when do you have the drain, and how are you going to fill up the hot tub? Where's the hose bib? And then do you have enough of the power? What if you're going to put a big hot tub in there? Do you have enough voltage for that? Do you have enough amperage in there? Like, where's the panel? What is the lines running to that panel? What's on that circuit? Is it big enough? So those are kind of tweaks you do during the construction process. So it's kind of cool. So that was update-wise. They've got end of March on their schedule, which means April, May, and construction talk. So here's what we got going. You can kind of go by. You can go by us. Let them by there, Taylor. So, of course, we picked the one with all the people in it. So let's run up. So down here is obviously elevated. So this whole floor is non-living space, right? This is where you're going to keep your cars. This is where you're going to keep your golf cart. Little things we thought about that are important that a lot of people don't really notice, but you should, because you guys are following this channel. I think you're intrigued by this stuff. So we're on an island, right? We're on an island, which means we're going to get some storm surge. We're going to get some stuff here and there. That's why everything's built up above floodplain. So on this level, we're up a few feet from the ground. So if you do get a little surge, a little foot or two rise here and there, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not even going to get anywhere near the house. And it's not going to get in the elevator. So the shaft is actually raised up a couple feet, which is important because we've got properties that have shafts under the slab, and water, if it sits long enough, always finds a way, and it can come up into it. So little things were thought about to raise the shaft of the elevators, steps down to the garage. You've got flow-throughs. Since we're talking about flooding, let's go. So when you build, the structural engineers look at these, right? So you've got these little flow-throughs that break through. So imagine we're sitting here and we got Hurricane Joe comes through, and we get a 5-foot wall of water comes through. So notice, code-wise, all the power is raised up, right, for what they expect if we ever do get something. There's these flow-through panels, so if water does come in, it can go away. Because being on an island, when the high tide comes up, it's a high tide. And then guess what happens? Low tide, and all the water drains back out. So this allows water to kind of blow through and blow in. So that's how we thought. That's the new codes. Everything's up to the new codes. All electrical's up. Flow-through valves are in. Everything is structurally sound, solid, and can take anything. So that's kind of why we have this done the way that it's done. So let's go walk up. Other little things, you're going to see pressure-treated lumber along the way. Why? Just because it's safer and it's more water-resistant, and you just build for the future. Shaft comes up, all the elevator brings you to all the floors here. There we go. So what we're doing here is running this stage now, the plumbing is starting to get run. So you got the center island, then you've got the sink. You can see how the drain is coming up underneath that sink over there. And the plumber's here just kind of laying all the out. So when the cabinets come in and the fixtures come in, everything's already stubbed out from the plumbing perspective. So he's going to start running the hot and the cold, all the plumbing aspects through. Over here, excuse me. So you'll get the supply lines and the drains coming in through the floor here. This is we have the toilet, water closet room. Toilet goes here. There's another little drain. So the first thing they're putting in is the drains on all these fixtures here. So I know we're getting in the weeds, but I think you guys like to see this. At this stage, when the walls are open, starting to run the electrical. So you're getting the light switches, you're getting the receptacles, you're getting the plugs, you're getting the outlets. Everything's obviously tucked behind the walls. You run the holes through the studs here, and they've got the electrical plan showing where we want, well thought out, where the plug's going to be, where's the bed going to be, where the nightstand's going to be, where's the best place for the light switches. All of that goes through this stage, and there's an electrical plan that they follow that runs along the trusses to the ceilings. You can also see how the plumbing's run up in there. And very complex. If you have to look at the construction drawings, it's actually pretty interesting to see all the thought that goes into these as well. So let's run up to the top because that's my favorite part. Turn the lights on, turn the lights off. Somebody was asking the other day, when you put the floor trusses in, look at the size of those nuts and bolts that are holding those big trusses in. The trusses are running this way that anchor into the side walls there. And then I want you to take a note of the spacing in between these right here. That's standard to make sure the floors are nice and solid and quiet and strong. But look at the spacing in between there. And I'm going to show you the difference when we go upstairs on these. This also allows you to carry the weight across the whole living room. So you don't have to have any walls, you don't have to have any columns, you don't have to have any studs. It'll support the beams all the way across. So you have the weight going this way, and this way to keep this wide open 10-foot ceilings and all. Come on. So they did the electrical was downstairs. They have just put the boxes in first. That's step one, right? And then none of the wiring has been run here. They haven't gone through the walls, haven't done any of that yet. So they're not to that stage yet here. The plumbing is in, the drains are in for the shower, for the toilets, for the sinks. Everything's there. That's step one. Now the boxes are in. Now come over here, since we're talking about those floor trusses. Look up here, Taylor. See the spacing here? That's the same as it was, excuse me, downstairs. But as you get into this section, they're doubled up. So why would that be? Is that going to be weaker or stronger? It's going to be a lot stronger. And the reason it's stronger is because the rooftop above where we're going is what we were just talking about outside, about where we're going to put the hot tub. I don't know where we're going to put the hot tub because that's going to be wherever you decide to put your hot tub. And it's either going to be on this side, the middle, the front, the rear. So this has the weight capacity to take the hot tub wherever you guys want to put it. So that's the fun part. You can start seeing all the different strengths that are going in based on this truss systems over there to keep the structural integrity on that. Hey, while we're here, look out that window. Look at that big giant saltwater swimming pool out there. You could swim over to Mexico. It's not a bright sunny day, but there's never a bad day at the beach. What do you say we get a better view upstairs? Let's go take a look. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right. Haven't even put the boxes in for the electrical here yet, so you can see we're working bottom up. And where we're standing here is where the truss system changes, right? So inside the house, we're not gonna put a hot tub right here. It's gonna have the normal weight. When you go outside here, boom. This is where the trusses get smaller and to support it. So when you come out here, you're gonna be like, all right, this is my deck. This is my view. There's my beach. Where do I want to sit in my hot tub? Maybe I'll put one here, 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 here. Put it wherever you want. It's strong enough for it all. So that's what we're talking about. So there's gonna be a shower option set up over here. So what we were talking about downstairs was where we're gonna stub out the hot and the cold water, where we're gonna put the hose bib, where is the power outlet gonna go? Because what if you wanna put your hot tub on that side, I want it over on this side, what are you gonna do? So we're just gonna bring the junction box out here. So when you decide where, you can just run the power out to where you want it to be. So I know we got a little in the weeds today, but I think it's important to kind of show you, right? Empower, Educate, Encourage is the whole name of the game. So that's what we're doing here. So enjoy the view on January 11th, 2024 in CapriTownhomes.com. Links down below. Let us know what you thought. What other questions do you have next time we do the run through from the processes, things I can kind of go more in depth for you guys to kind of teach you the whole platform as we go through. Next project, take a look at the Pelican. Wait till you see this home. It is huge and it's awesome. 9 bedrooms, 8 baths in the middle of one of the most popular tourist destinations for a vacation rental. It's mind-boggling. So stay tuned, watch that next episode. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.